This is a short presentation on the current Cambridge office and lab market, as well as what's happening in the 128 biotech market for lab space. Let's jump into it and we'll get started in Cambridge. One of the interesting concepts that my team has been focused on lately is tracking the shifting and expanding epicenter of Cambridge. The shot to the right of the screen here is a zoomed in picture of East Cambridge. The shaded area is the original epicenter, spanning from 1 Kendall Square to Technology Square through Cambridge Center, encompassing 70 acres of prime real estate. With the 2010 through 2015 upzoning approvals by the City of Cambridge, that epicenter has shifted drastically down the Binney Street corridor, almost doubling in size to 135 acres. A really incredible transformation to the landscape of East Cambridge. Further expansion will come at the top of your screen with 399 Binney Street, which is being developed by Alexandria Real Estate, as well as the bottom of your screen, which is being developed by MIT, which is the Main Street Developments. Continued density and further expansion will come in the coming years. In the middle of your screen with the 14-acre development and 1.7 million square feet of proposed commercial space at the Volpe transportation site being developed by MIT, as well as the top of your screen, the Metropolitan Pipe site, which is recently purchased by Alexandria Real Estate, which will be a major expansion of the 1 Kendall Square complex. Really incredible to see the transformation of the epicenter and center of gravity of East Cambridge changing right before our eyes in such a short period of time. This is a good segue to development. These are 10 recent developments that are underway in Cambridge right now. On the bottom left of your screen is the 42-acre site at North Point. The top right of your screen is 1000 Massachusetts Avenue in central Cambridge, being developed by Intercontinental. We're tracking 7 million square feet of new development that's either being built, permitted, or proposed. 75% of that development is slated for lab space and 25% for office, and a whopping 93.6% in East Cambridge. Let's transition and talk about where the activity and demand is coming from. The biotech industry in Massachusetts is thriving. There's been more scientific breakthroughs over the last 10 years than the previous 50. We are living through a biotech renaissance, and Cambridge is Florence. Let's take a quick look into the biotech industry. New scientific frontiers such as gene editing, immunotherapy, and microbiome are having a major impact on the real estate market in Cambridge. Some staggering statistics to think about. There's been 32% job growth since 2006 in the life science industry alone in Greater Boston. There's been $1.3 billion invested in early stage companies over the last 12 months alone. But there continues to be some challenges. The IPO market for the life science industry continues to be soft amid the broader decline within industry stocks. And there continues to be challenges within the industry, such as negativity around drug pricing, continued FDA scrutiny, and lack of strong lab space options, and most importantly, a lack of strong scientific talent. Let's take a closer look into the Cambridge lab market. The vast majority of requirements are in the startup community between 20 and 50,000 square feet, where the ideas are born. The delta between rents for well-located Class B lab space and West Cambridge compared to that of the high water mark of East Cambridge is shrinking drastically throughout the course of the year. There continues to be large blocks of sublease space coming to market through big pharma consolidation. Due to the volatility in the biotech industry, you see more than regular expansions, but even more contractions. And the high increase in construction costs year over year are having a major impact on lab transactions due to the hefty cost of building biology and chemistry space. Let's transition and talk about the Cambridge office market. We're coming off historic levels, record high rents and low vacancies. But the market is easing just a tiny bit, and here's why. Technology companies are having culture shock, asking the question, do we still belong here? They've seen the momentum that biotech and big pharma have had in Cambridge over the last 4 to 5 years. And they're wondering if lower cost alternatives in markets such as the Innovation District of Boston, Back Bay, Charlestown, or even 128 may make more sense for their company. Major supply constraints due to low vacancies are causing companies to leave Cambridge after looking at only just a few options. And companies who are coming up on renewals and seeing steep rent increases are downsizing by 30 to 40%, moving to an open plan and shedding space drastically in order to even consider staying in Cambridge to pay the current rents. But on the flip side, biotech companies who are maturing and entering regulatory and clinical maturities are picking up large blocks of office space to accommodate for that back office need. Finally, I'm going to talk about the 128 lab space market. The majority of our clients request that we take a multi-market approach to identifying the best lab space solution for them. The benefits to suburban lab space options are, at the end of the day, your operating costs are going to be 50% of that of East Cambridge, which is the high water mark. Spaces in suburban 128 are easily divisible, and clients can reach maximum functionality. But there are roadblocks. Hiring continues to be a major issue to relocating your company out of Cambridge to 128. And that revolves around transit issues as well as a lack of amenities compared to urban areas. Let's take a deeper look at the 128 lab space market. Pricing for single-story Class B well-located space is $38 a square foot triple net, and ground-up construction, which we're seeing more of today, is pegged at $54 a square foot triple net. Here are some of the major trends we're seeing in the 128 market. Manufacturing requirements are extremely active. Our biotech clients are worried about protecting their intellectual property and believe their science is too specialized to outsource to a third-party manufacturer. King Street Properties, a privately held biotech developer in the area, is expanding rapidly with 2 spec lab projects in Central 128 underway currently. Alexandria Real Estate Equities had success at 19 Presidential Way in Woburn, luring VC-backed biotechs from Cambridge. They did this by the next trend, which is placemaking. They created a bold space that generates great energy and has a Kendall Square-like atmosphere. Conversions. A lot of our clients who own office and warehouse buildings in the 128 market are asking us about how to maximize the value of their building and what a conversion would look like. After detailed studies to understand what the cost implications would be and the process to make that conversion, the majority of our clients feel like it's too risky of a proposition. IPOs in 128. Interesting fact, in 2015, half of the IPOs in Massachusetts occurred outside of Cambridge. If the IPO market, as we discussed earlier, strengthens, I believe this will have a major impact on the 128 lab space market in years to come. And finally, Shire is making a reverse push for growth back to Kendall Square. Shire is deeply invested in the Lexington market. They recently made a big splash by leasing 340,000 square feet at 500 Kendall Street, and are rumored to be negotiating an additional 170,000 square feet at 125 Binney in the heart of Kendall Square. Further indication that the ideas are born in Cambridge, and in order to tap into that innovation, you have to be close to it. Thank you.